All right, guys. It's Atypical Security Guard. A year ago, I posted some information about a shooting that had happened here in Portland. It involved a security guard, and what you're about to see probably will speak for itself. Okay, we're gonna talk about this video, and we're gonna break this down for a couple of different reasons. But this is very difficult to watch. I take no pleasure in sharing this video. My heart goes out to not only the family of the person that was taken, but also this officer, because he has ruined his life. But more importantly, there's a bigger lesson here, and that is that each one of our actions will affect all of us. And the actions of this officer and the inaction of his company has now placed all security guards here in Oregon in the crosshairs, and we will all suffer the consequences of what you're about to see.
The fuck off my property. You know you've been trespassed. You know you're not supposed to be here. You refusing to leave my property?
Oh, you fucking asshole! Oh, I'm calling the fucking cops now. What? Fucker! Fucking asshole!
I told you to leave property!
Get the fuck out of here!
I told you to leave property! You've been trespassed and warned multiple times!
I'm calling the police. Son of a bitch. Get the... God damn it!
Get the fuck out the vehicle now! You already tried to hit me once! You move this vehicle again, I will fire!
Oh my God!
I told you to stop and do not angle the vehicle at me! Call the authorities now!
Oh God! Help me!
I told you not to move the vehicle! I told you!
You call 911 right now! Oh God! You fucking ass! Oh my God! Oh,
You already tried to hit me in the vehicle once! And that is assault! You also used pepper spray! You've been trespassed from the property multiple times!
Freddie! Freddie! It's Freddie! Ah! Oh! Oh my God!
All right, so this is just give me a second. The entire point of having this channel and doing everything that we've been doing over the past 2 years is to try and change the narrative about what we do. But you can't out teach this, guys. This is absolute insanity. The story is that this couple in the truck allegedly had been coming to the Lowe's location and stealing pallets, wooden pallets that I think go for, anywhere from $1 to $3, but for whatever reason, stealing pallets. This security guard I had this plan to come on here and break down this video, guys, but First things first. Everything bad that is going to happen, 90% of it is going to happen in the parking lot. The parking lot, there's too many variables out there. There's too many people that are not involved that can become involved. There's too many things that you don't see happening around you. Too many people that you don't see happening around you. Now, if your job is specifically to patrol the parking lot, I get that. Okay. But problem number one, and let's see if we can see it here. This is going to cut over. Hang on.
Fuck off my property.
Problem number one, you can't see it, but over to this would be our left, will be my left, but your right probably. But over here, this is where he's parked his car. And you'll see later in the video, like there's really no way for this vehicle to have come out and gotten, over to the right. But right when he approaches him, get the fuck off my property. Guys, whatever location you're working at, whatever site you're on, it's not your property. You are a contracted security guard. Your job is 99.9% to observe and report. The thing that I think really blows my mind is like, we talk about body cameras. We talk about the positive effects of having a body camera, right? The unfortunate thing is, if you're an absolute idiot and you're recording yourself, this is going to be the nail in your coffin. Right from the very beginning, he's approaching this situation from a horrible position, a position of confrontation, a position of coming off unhinged. There's not a juror alive that is going to see the Lowe's parking lot as this person's property. He's not defending his property. Okay? He's not. So when we get to the end of this video, with all of the problems, with all the issues, with the overall egregiousness of what happens here, I want you to keep this in mind. How would this entire situation have looked if he would have approached it from a position of professionalism? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You've been trespassed. You're not supposed to be here. Now, this is assuming that he even took his funky ass out there, but let's just say that that's what happened. Let's watch this again. So again, right from the very beginning, extremely confrontational.
Fuck off my property. You know you've been trespassed. You know you're not supposed to be here.
So right at this point, if this is the stance that you want to take, and I don't agree with this stance at all whatsoever. If this is the stance that you want to take, you've already followed them out to the parking lot. You've already blocked their exit to one direction. Now they haven't responded. They're not giving you the answer that you want. Okay, this is where you disengage. If you've gotten to this point, this is where you disengage. They're not listening. They're not complying. They're clearly not going to be cooperative. Disengage, call the cops. Well, we got an ego battle, right? He's walking up on the guy. He's mean mugging him. And you're going to see over here on this back window, it's slightly down, right? And this douchebag is going to go over and deploy pepper spray. There's absolutely no reason for him to deploy pepper spray in this car. There's no threat to him.
You refusing to leave my property?
Oh, you fucking asshole! Oh, I called fucking cops now.
Okay, let's have this conversation, guys. And I've put this up in a post. For security, there is a continuum, right? The force continuum where you are the victim if someone is attacking you or aggressing on you. But then there's also this sliding scale the other way where you become the aggressor. At the exact moment that this guy is in his truck, the truck isn't on. He's not doing anything. He's sitting in his fucking car. And this guy walks over, you're not going to leave my property, and he puts his pepper spray in the back window.
What? Fucker! Fucking asshole!
I told you to leave property.
Get the fuck out of here!
I told you to leave property. You've been trespassed and warned multiple times.
I'm calling the police. Son of a bitch.
Now, I'm going to say for full transparency here, I don't like the fact that the newspaper that put this video out, okay, and I'm using this under fair use. The newspaper that put this out, they show the entire situation from the body camera. The second that this guy does turn on his car and he does lurch forward, they go to an overhead shot from the hardware store. That to me is disingenuous, right? Because we can't see how close the guy comes to running into the officer. And I use that word very, very loosely, and I throw up a little bit in my mouth even saying that. But that to me is dishonest, okay? Because they switch to this larger view and you can't see. Now you can hear, okay? So the officer is wearing a body camera. You can hear that there seems to be some contact, but you don't get that full context with the way that they have this edited. And they shouldn't have done that in my opinion.
Get the fuck out the vehicle now! You already tried to hit me once! You move this vehicle again, I will fire!
All right. You've already got him at gunpoint. You've got all this space back here, back up. Okay, if we're going to take it to that level for whatever reason, I don't agree with it at all. But you're at this point. You've committed. You've dove into the deep end of the pool. Now you've pulled your firearm and you've got a fucking person at gunpoint. If you're that worried about him running you over, back the fuck up. Get out of the way. You've got a perfectly steel car directly to your left. This was coming from his dash cam, right? Every conceivable opportunity to have gotten away from this guy. You've already pepper sprayed him. There's absolutely no reason to see this to the end. However, and this is another lesson for you guys, a lesson for all of us. You do not have to commit yourself to a either or. Either you do this or I'm going to do that. Because when it comes to an ego battle, and now you're focused solely on tunnel vision, and your manhood is being challenged for whatever reason, this guy feels like his manhood is being challenged. A lot of times, you end up feeling like you're obligated to see it through. You do not have to make that ultimatum. You don't have to issue that ultimatum. In this situation, and yeah, I get it. I'm Monday morning quarterbacking, okay? But I have every right to Monday morning quarterback because effective January of 2024, there is an entire 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of new rules and regulations that's going to affect my job directly tied to this situation. This is directly tied to me, and it affects me, and it could affect my pocketbook. We have been trying our absolute best to educate, to train, to help, to inform, to have these conversations. But you just cannot fix fucking stupid. And this is as stupid as it gets.
I told you to stop and do not angle the vehicle at me! Call the authorities now!
Oh, God! Help me!
I told you not to move the vehicle! I told you!
You call 911 right now! Oh, my God! You fucking ass! Oh, my God!
You already tried to hit me with the vehicle once! And that is assault! You also used pepper spray! You've been trespassed from the property multiple times!
Freddie! Freddie! It's Freddie! Ah! Oh! Oh my God! Oh! The security
All right, that's it. I can't watch that. I can't watch that shit anymore, man. It's absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Now, what makes this situation even more egregious, as if there's any room to be even more egregious, this motherfucker wasn't even certified. Wasn't even certified to be carrying a firearm. So do with that information what you will. Guys, listen. If you're not serious about this as a career, get the fuck out. If you're not going to do the necessary work to make sure you're educated, get the fuck out. And if you don't have the temperament to not get involved in an ego battle over a $3 pallet that leads you to taking someone's life, get the fuck out.